Okay, we're going to start with cleaning your bathroom, doing your basically everyday stuff. We have clean rags and a disinfectant spray, and it's putting the disinfectant spray on, making sure you're getting everything clean, wiping all around the edges. It shines up pretty easy if you keep it up. Same with the countertops. Make sure you lift stuff up and wipe underneath them. Okay. Also, nice to have your mirror done. Just give it a little squirt. Keep it clean. If you have a shelf, you wipe that off too, keeping that clean. Toilet, first thing you do is toilet bowl cleaner. Inside the bowl, make sure you get under the rim and scrubbing that really good. Doing that one. You can use your same rag you used on the sink for spraying down this stuff. And make sure you get all the edges. Wiping them around. Same here, and wiping on the back. Make sure you're not leaving dust behind. Also make sure you're getting underneath and wiping along all the edges and the backdrop there. Okay, now we're going to go into the tub. Okay, now we're going to head to the bathtub. Make sure you're doing your walls all the way down. Easiest way to keep it clean is to have a squeegee with you. Keep it in your bathroom. Squeegee your walls every time you shower. And you'll be going all across here. Make sure you get ledges and edges. And you'll go through. If you have anything that's real strong, a little Ajax will take it right off. Okay, we're going to do a little dusting on the kitchen table and show you how to wipe down the walls a little bit and dust every flat surface. Make sure you do legs and underneath legs. I'm going to start here. We'll spray it on the rag is better than spraying it onto the furniture. It works better. And when you're doing your own, you lift everything up and move it around. I'm just going to do a little here to help you get started. Make sure you wipe your legs down. They get dusty too. All the way through. Same with the walls. I'm gonna grab this here.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Keep cobwebs down and things down. A Swiffer with a clean cloth on it. And you can wipe right along the edges and get everything you need down. And just go along and down as far as you can get. After you've Swiffered and dusted everything, if you take your broom, sweep everything out, then you can mop. Make sure you get corners and mop boards. It's important. And now we're going to start doing the counters in the kitchen. This should be done every day. Make sure you're lifting stuff up and doing underneath it. So we'll start here and spray on here. Wiping, and you lift. Make sure you do underneath and along the edges. The same with your stove. Wiping the top, making sure you're getting along the edges. I would say once a month you might want to take your burners apart and clean good underneath them. Every surface can be wiped. And it all helps. Hard to keep caught up. Now we'll go to the sink. Making sure you're getting the edges on here too. And it will shine. Same on this side. We'll squirt, do it across here. Front of your refrigerator. The top I would do maybe once a month or two, so that's taken care of. Okay, and same with the kitchen floor. Sweep it first, mop it when you're through, when it's your time to do that, and that's pretty basic for clean. All right, another thing you need to do is make sure you're wiping off your refrigerator. Spray it with your disinfectant spray and wipe along the edges. And getting this stuff done is important, and do the top when you have time, and make sure you do, there's a vent underneath the door that usually needs to be wiped off.
Okay.
That's pretty basic for that. Okay, and this is a list I've made up of basic things you need for cleaning. For cleaning caddy, we have window cleaner, furniture polish, disinfectant cleaner, toilet bowl cleaner, and a brush, paper towels, Ajax, a magic eraser, a scrubber, and a toothbrush that gets in little angles and stuff. And that all you keep in your own caddy and have that with you at all times. Everything's together. You don't have to hunt for it each time you clean. Rags are, white ones are best because you can bleach them for cleaning everything. Make sure you don't scrub your toilet and then do your kitchen counter with the same rag. You'll need different ones. For dusting, one of the best things is an old t-shirt. They don't leave lint. It works pretty good. Cleaning supplies that you'll need a broom and a dustpan, a bucket and rags, a squeegee, which is, I keep this one in my bathroom, and if you do the walls each time you shower, it saves having to scrub so hard every time when you do the main things. A vacuum cleaner or a Swiffer with cloths. If you don't have a lot of floors to vacuum, that works good too, and you can use that on your walls. Every day you should do your dishes, clean your sinks, wipe your countertops, squeegee your bathtub after every shower, and put things back in place. That's the most important thing. If you put it back, it's not laying around. Every week you clean your bathroom, do your mirrors, you sweep and mop. Be sure and do picture frames. If you have picture frames up, they get real dusty. Dust your furniture, and be sure to do the legs and shelves that are on it. Vacuum and laundry weekly, and you need to do your sheets at least once a month. Twice is better. Is the best way to do it. Spring and fall, you do your windows and your windowsills inside and out. You wipe your cabinet fronts and those, your closets and your drawers. You don't have to do it every week, but it needs to be done. Your oven, that will need to be cleaned. Lampshades, if you have lamps, they need to be dusted off. And clean carpets or rugs as needed. If you make yourself a weekly schedule, it'll be a lot easier for you. This is just an example. You could put it on the days that you would like it. I put Monday, clean your bathroom, do your laundry. Tuesday, dust your furniture and vacuum or Swiffer. Wednesday, sweep your floors, mop, and be sure to get in the corners. Shake your rugs so they're cleaned off. Thursday, do your mirrors and your picture frames. And then you can kind of change around to whatever day you want, and that's a basic clean.
This is a video on personal hygiene. I will discuss mostly hand washing techniques. My name is Denise and I am a registered nurse. Personal hygiene is really important for a lot of reasons. It helps keep us and other people healthy. Here are some important things to know about personal hygiene and why it matters so much. Number one, having good hygiene can help prevent diseases. By washing our hands, we can stop the spread of sicknesses. Washing our hands can help keep our stomach and our lungs healthy. Number two, by taking care of our skin, keeping ourselves clean and moisturized with lotion, we can prevent skin infections and acne. Different soaps do have lotions in them, but not all will. Number three, by taking care of our teeth once or preferably twice a day, by brushing and flossing our teeth, this helps prevent cavities, gum disease, and bad breath. When we take care of our personal hygiene, it can help us feel more confident and good about ourselves. Being clean and fresh helps us feel comfortable when we're around other people. Having a routine that includes personal hygiene can help us feel more organized and normal. This is good for our mental health. Personal hygiene helps us to be accepted by others. People expect us to have good hygiene. So if we don't, it can make us feel left out and different. It shows respect to others when we keep ourselves clean. It makes it easier and nicer for them to be around us. We have a good smell instead of a bad smell. Personal hygiene also helps our communities because when we practice good hygiene, we can stop the spread of diseases in our communities. This helps our healthcare systems, which would include all of our clinics and our hospitals, because there won't be as many sick people to take care of. When there are outbreaks of contagious diseases, such as COVID, it is really important to practice good personal hygiene. This means washing our hands to stop the spread of germs. Not everyone washes their hair or takes a shower every day, but it is important to make sure that when your hair or your body gets dirty, or when you start to smell, you do take your showers. We should take regular baths or showers, keep our nails clean so that dirt and germs don't get underneath our nails, and we should wear clean clothes. One of the most important things you can do is to keep yourself and others healthy is to do good hand washing. We should always wash our hands before we eat, after we use the bathroom, and whenever we touch surfaces that may not be clean, such as handrails when we're going up the stairs or doorknobs. Now I will demonstrate hand washing techniques. Although I do not have a sink, we will show you how to mostly use the gel. If you are at a sink and you can use either paper towels or a cloth towel to dry your hands, you will also need your soaps, and warm water is preferred. I'm going to start with a paper towel, and what I like to do is around the sink I like to wipe off the area and the sink a little bit. Then I would throw that away. The reason I do that is a lot of times you'll see water spots or maybe even dirt on the sink, and especially if you have little kids with you, they're leaning over the sink, so I do like to clean that up a little bit. Then I would put a squirt of soap in my hand and turn on the faucet, rinse my hand a little bit in my soap under the water, keep the water on, and then I'd start to lather the soap. I would go in between each of my fingers and around my nails and underneath as best I can. If you are wearing jewelry, make sure you get under your rings as there's a lot of dirt and germs that we don't see them, but they're there. Also, your palms of your hands, the back of your hands, and even your wrist area. So wash really well. It should take you 20 seconds to do this. You could say or sing the happy birthday song twice, or if you prefer, you could count up to 20, and you would go 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 till you get to 21,000, and that should be a good amount of time then for your hands to be clean. Your water's still running, so you would put your hands under the water without touching the faucet, rinse off the soap, and then you would still leave the water run, and you would take either your cloth towel or a paper towel, and you're going to want to dry really well. So underneath your ring, in between your fingers, and then when you're all done and your hands are all dry, that's when you would go and turn off the faucet with your paper towel, and then you would throw that. Now, if you, for some reason, if you don't have soap but there's gel there, then you would take hand sanitizer gel, or there's also a foam that I brought today. So with the gel, you would just put a squirt in your palm of your hand, and you would do the same with the foam. So I'm going to practice, show them together. You take about a golf ball size of foam, and then you're going to do the same thing with rubbing in between each finger, underneath your rings, your nail beds, and underneath the nails as best you can, and then even up your wrist. You're going to rub really good and get that cleaned very well. Now, you don't have to count because your gel or your foam will automatically dry on its own. So you keep scrubbing until they are dry. Now you're all done with cleaning your hands. Then I also wanted to mention, if you have a cold and you're coughing or sneezing, or maybe you have to blow your nose, if that happens, you will need to wash your hands again. Now, if you're with other people and you feel a cough or a sneeze coming on, turn your head away from the others and cough into your shoulder or sneeze into your shoulder like this. That way your hands stay clean and you don't have to wash them, and you're not spreading airborne droplets to the others around you. Now you're ready to leave, and you need to go to the door. If you're able, if the door's partly open and you can use your elbow to open the door, or maybe your foot, then you're not using your hands and you won't get them dirty again. So that's the best thing. Now, if the door is shut, what I would do is grab a paper towel, and a lot of places now are putting a wastebasket right next to the door. So you're going to go and you're going to open the doorknob with your paper towel, and then you're going to leave and throw your towel in the garbage as you're walking out the door. In conclusion, personal hygiene is really important to our health and the health of others. It helps prevent diseases, makes us feel good about ourselves, and helps us to fit in with others. By practicing good hygiene, we can keep ourselves and our community healthy. We're also more likely to be accepted by others and even do well in our jobs. By keeping yourself clean and healthy, you can make a positive impact on the people around you.